Here's the garbage. I can't read it. That's a light on there. Try to read it a little bit. I think I can do it. We don't need to escalate. Let's
Rob, you don't have your face on your Facebook page, do you?
What?
Do you have your face on your Facebook page? Because I can't seem to find you.
Yeah, well, no, I might have switched it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was messing around with it. Rock number one.
know that this is a station program. Station A is a workshop, and we generally hold it at the Garvey Tubman Cultural Arts and Research Center. Next month, we will be at First Presbyterian Church on the 15th, and you are more than welcome to come. We will have plenty of space, and our workshop will consist of Be Your Own Conductor. Okay, we'll talk about some more Underground Railroad poetry. We will bring words that you will need to then bring to a poem that is 2022 related, that are the words of the 1800s and the Underground Railroad. So this is exciting. Station 3 or Station C this month is going to be in Decatur, Illinois, at the African American Kwanzaa Festival at the Town Hall. If anybody is interested in participating, please let me know on the website, or Aubrey know on the website, and we will get you the detailed information so that you can go on the Underground Railroad field trip. We will be speaking in regards to Harper's Fury and belting out how to stand up for someone else that doesn't look like you. So there is. It is the 30th of December from 4 to 6. So please reach out to us if you want to get a ride on the Underground Railroad. Just so we know, CDC guidelines say that we are at the top of the list. And if you would like to change microphone condoms, there are some under the table, desk here, and there's cleaning supplies. If you feel comfortable or uncomfortable, please don't hesitate to clean off the microphone before each set. This time around, there was a few things that we recognized from the last event that we need to make sure that people that are LGBTQI plus A, Black, brown, beautiful, bold, feisty, a part of the program, get ample opportunity to be heard first. And then those that are not a part of the program, that don't follow the theme, then come after that. We are definitely supporting the theme, and we're hoping that people will bring the theme to the program. Our theme today is Harper's Fury, and angry poetry is where it's at. Standing up for someone else is what we do. Garvey Tubman Cultural Arts and Research Center is a 501c3. We provide services for kids in the community, such as a free music program that includes instruments, teachers, and time. We also teach kids how to make artistic things that are out of unrecyclable items so that they can turn trash into cash and put that money in their pocket. They can become their own entrepreneurs, and they don't need capitalism to tell them what they're worth. All right. Yeah. With that being said, right, I would like to go ahead and introduce our organizer, our lovely organizer, set designer, and overall beast of the scene, who brings the shit, lady that carries her own bags, and I appreciate so desperately to have her support in this organization, Aubrey Puyear.
Beast in the streets.
That's what I was going to say. I stopped myself.
There's the children. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So thank you all so much for coming. I would just like to reiterate, if you're performing tonight, please make your voice heard so that we can really hear you in the back. Because we only have, so much volume to work with. But yeah, I just encourage you all to let it out. We want to hear the words that you have to share. We're so excited that you're all here tonight. Thank you for coming. It means a lot. All the funds that we get from this event goes straight to helping the community, straight to helping the children get to do this one day when they're older, right? So thank you. It's such an honor to be here and to be a part of this. And yeah, let's get it going. So first and foremost, we are sticking with the theme tonight. It's Harper's Fury. We do have a writing workshop that we're doing the week before each event. So we just announced next month's event. So if you're not already a part of the Underground Railroad page on Facebook, please join it. There you'll find out about future workshops, future events, future street, signs high, shoes tied tight in case I need to run to my black brothers and sisters, not after them. Watch how I undid their noose and turned it into a tourniquet to stop the generational bleeding, the unspoken tension we were taught. We don't drive through this part of town. They don't know how to act right. They'd rather I kiss the boots of patty rollers and lips and hands different colors than mine. Rather I train my dogs to be an alarm at the slightest sight of melanin. Rather I didn't learn the reason Hushpuppies and Picnic got their name. My brother is the first man not taught to tie the hangman's rope by his father. I am the first woman to kiss a black man in front of my mother and to not condemn him to be hunted like a fox by hounds. But hear me now, ancestors, I implore. This is the time when our surname is no longer yours, it's mine. And its association will ring through my time. How does it feel knowing your daughter is everything you hate? Pray tell, I hope it hurts. Listen closely now, my kin. My first love was a black man, and I marched for Black Lives Matter on the same land you bottle-fed blood, and I cut out your racist tongues and replaced mine with a razor. I speak when I see injustice. I do not hold the peace. And when I do speak, I feel you bleed and roll in the graves. And the sound of it all, well, it lulls me to sleep. Thank you. Alrighty, now give it up for Joshua Graff, everyone.
You can 5 minutes or just only wrote first.
Whatever you have, yeah, 5 minutes, yeah, 5 minutes.
I got the timer here for you.
Thank you. I got the meat. It's about to go.
Now hear that.
I have been alone, burning with John Brown's fury, lighting word fires as fat rats scurry from the flames that light the names forgotten by this rotten and bloated system. Watch the slick patty rollers, punk patrollers evolve into so-called lawmen, trying to put people in boxes where they never belonged, and the practice still carries on. While 6 sermons were used to label certain men vermin, to take potential allies and turn them into enforcers who did the twisted shit that... Oh, I forgot that.
Keep going.
Sorry. That plantation owner is one of them too. So many songs silenced with rape and violence. So many stories lost. And it's just another drop in the faucet filled with the blood of people who were killed in the name of prophets. After all of this, poets try to blend 100,000 voices into one to tell the tale of what America has done. But leaders proceed to proclaim that there was no pain, and all those claims come from some liberal woke lying tongue. After I scrape the pulverized plaster from my bloody knuckles, I will turn my rage and raw skin to new thoughts and actions, draw from the well of love and compassion I have stored within, and start building a better world. So you can either join in as an ally and friend or get up and out of the fucking way because change can't wait.
Amen.
Humanity is the baby crawling across the highway, crushed beneath the semi-tires, bloody chunks of viscera and choked breaths, way past close to death, just organs grinded to smithereens as parents look on and scream. That is why I try to write. That is why when I'm truly awake in a clear-headed state, I cry. You think I'm exaggerating this metaphor, but have you seen the shredded bodies lying on the classroom floor? Have you heard a stranger pleading, needing saving from the officer, telling him, I'm your brother, man. Don't you understand? I'm scared. I'm scared. As he is tased and convulses to death, or seen a patriot spraying mace in the face of a little black girl while her mom is looking away. An emotional amputee, you let them saw off your human decency and replace it with metal bits of brutality. This is not a nation of righteous Superman when we have to see other humans suffering for no good reason. When a black man is beaten to a bloody pulp over a traffic violation and his girlfriend's screams won't stop or slow the racist cops who know they will get away with this brutality. Her terror curdles my being. This horror hollows my heart, tears at strings that bring tears dropping and a sense of learned helplessness because I can't help but be tense, then retreat and give in to the hopelessness of knowing it will happen again and again. I'm not trying to win some competition, just trying to transcribe the lives of those placed in horrible positions to get others to listen and have a bit of empathy. But despite the video evidence, people aren't listening. Bloody scalps keep itching, swollen skin keeps ripping, stretching and dripping, needs so much stitching. Heartbeats keep skipping as family members forget to breathe, are forced to grieve for nightmares that don't have to be. Don't you see? The man on the street is a brother to you and me, a father or son that will never get the chance to feel what happiness can be. This is dedicated to my fellow poets. They want to burn a witch. Shit, they can't catch that bitch. Master of the maddest magic tricks. Queen of the hook, jab, and high kick. Swift movements and awesome guard, so stepping up to her won't get you far. The shock goddess, modest but rocking verses that shatter the spirits of haters who are talking crap while stalking from way, way, way far back. The rogue word warrior, loudmouth activist, dedicated and bombastic spitter of truth, speaker of justice, weaver of what is better for all human beings. The alchemist who mixes twisted liquid emotions to brew thick, weird word potions that lessen the burn of lessons we need to learn. Magicians and wizards all who won't fall but cast spells of thoughts and wisdom to be honest and give men and women the tools they need to find their purpose and succeed. You may not believe, but in poetry they walk on water, fly, heal sick hearts, die to resurrect, and pray that you don't forget. So it will take more sticks than you can collect to burn away the essence of the gifts they give today. Thank you.
Nice.
All right, everyone, give it up for Sydney Lynn.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Can I make this a little bit taller? How do we smarter than the mic, right? How's that? Oh, okay. All right. Can everybody in the back hear me? Awesome. Thank you. So this is a piece I wrote for the event and for abolitionists of the past and the present and hopefully the future. This is a piece titled, I'll Be John Brown. I posted my recruitment sheet onto the wall of a local dive bar. In big letters, it reads, join my crew. There was space for it near the missing children's photos with the corners wilted in age and the lost dog sign with bright red letters that reads, reward. I stapled my recruitment sheet in between them and underneath phone numbers scrawled onto scraps of paper promising a good time. But make no mistake, I am not promising a good time. I am calling for all the sailors to aboard my pirate ship. No experience necessary. Vaccinations are mandatory. Language spoken profanatory. I'll be your captain, and by that, I'll mean that I will put myself ahead, but never first. Aboard my ship, and our goal is to dismantle the hierarchy. As one, we will step onto land and into the fire. Fear not, this job is for hire. There will be riches when the job is done, but only when the job is done. Winner takes all, and all are welcome. Even you, shy and battered, and especially you, worn and tattered. And there is a power deep within you, and if nobody else sees it, I see it. And I'm calling on you, those bold enough to take the heat, but also those quietly taking the hits. I see you. I see you, eyes low and sweaters buttoned up, and I'm catching the hint. They say you are too soft-spoken to join the fight, but there's unquestionable power in the bite of the wolf, sure. And I say that it is the silent whistle that will shatter the glass. And there is a cunning stealth in the move of the fox, eating your chickens throughout the night, joined together in a militia so clever. We have been starved, fueled on nothing but unadulterated Sprite. And yes, that's right. See, there is a history of hellfire within the smiling housewife. Special pies, a flowering garden, well fertilized, unsuspecting wide eyes, a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, and my favorite ingredient, aqua tofana. Play with me if you wanna. And on this ship, we agreed to shed the notion of nationalism, decorated colonialism. We can pledge allegiance to the island of misfits, but our battleship is playing chess, not checkers, and I'm coming for your king. See, we have decided that voting is no longer enough after we still washed ashore in the blue waves, still drowning in a bloodbath. I still wear a shirt stained red from the hands of a man wearing a MAGA hat, only this time it's mine. And take my white skin and dress me up for espionage, send me into the closed-off room so that I can blow a hole through the walls of all the private spaces. And if I have to pay the repercussions, send me again into the lion's den so that I may come out wearing the mane. And if I don't, and I meet my own Harper's ferry, let the story of bleeding Kansas go unedited. Don't paint me as a union representative smiling in a portrait. Let my death be much more of a warning. And then when they try to cover it up, writers, poets, artists, you tell this story. On this ship, we will burn bridges, not books. And if I am to be villainized, then I will be the worst there ever was. And I call on the most fierce of all society, and that is our children, whose energy has powered us for centuries. We call on the bravery of Jennifer Keenan, who climbed the stairs, who said there's room for us in there. Who, and not unlike the Huns, gave warning, take heed, raise a flag, we are coming, raise a flag. And the media is so eager to find a label to describe, let it be right for them this time. The culprit will be armed and dangerous. Raise a flag. And we have reclaimed the snake because it was pagan anyway, an armory ready for us. Don't tread on us. Raise a flag. And when our ship's dock will be met with the barbed wire in the armory again, but I was instructed to not say please. And so I get off, and this is when I need your help, my crew. See, we will recite our lines over and over, unschooling a lifetime of apologizing, finger on the chest of our enemy, finally pushing back, feeling this new soul baptizing, going toe-to-toe with the landlords of the homes you gentrified. Say, I'm going to need you to watch your tone. I'm going to need you to keep an eye out next time that you're alone. I'm going to need you to get your men and go let them know. And to join my crew, we have to get comfortable getting uncomfortable. There is no more room for fear within the unknown. And where they have made their carefully thought out calculations, we have been surviving. We have been adaptable. And crew, remind them of this. From the rivers running to the tops of the mountains, yours. And when they come to your doors with their ice badges and their clipboard armed social workers and their pocket stuffed patty rollers, remember that if this is a war, we are guerrillas. Let our women bare their teeth with aggression, and let our disabled be unapologetic about their space. Let our men have passion. May our children know allyship. And I'm calling forth the forgotten of our city to sign their name too. Our houseless and our addicts, invisible no longer, you two are invincible, sweet daughters. And what a shame you were not seen before. So many lost, and it is the one white kid goes blind that starts the riot. Tracy told us, but we will cross those lines. Like John Brown, I'm not giving up on getting you out of the South. There's a small town girl listening to her father drunkenly insist that his son is weak. He calls her Elijah, but I call her Meat Geese, for it is the evolution of a young queer teen that she is so desperately hiding. But what is beneath must be revealed eventually. And see, baby girl, I assure you that he has not yet seen the fortitude of your beauty. We can work with you in the down and the dirty, cut from the mud, like Nina once said, "Goddamn Mississippi." And it is your voice, and you must speak. And my role as captain is to assure that this time they are listening. And we should not have to explain that the whole world is in pain. And when it's their turn, and it will be, they are going to have to eat that shit just like we did. And when they cry out, I'm going to need them to look at me, smile with it all caked in their teeth. So when I can say, honey, it's just a misunderstanding. And I'm going to have to kiss their head and tell them to pick themselves up by their bootstraps, because nobody is coming. And aboard my ship, we have one mantra and one mantra only. And that is that dead men tell no tales, and they definitely don't rape. And I believe in better for our streets, but only if we know our own divine fate. And it is in our hands, but only if we leap and we don't take the bait. And by any means necessary, see, I would have shot the local heroin dealer, and I could have kept my cousin safe. I may have dropped that ball before, but I will not repeat my mistakes. And we set sail by morning. We have things to do. So sign your name below. Will you join my crew?
Yeah!
Wow. Shit.
God damn. Thank you guys for coming. If you aren't aware, we have Hushpuppies for y'all. There are 2 Hushpuppies per person on this little back table back there, and they're delicious. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the next poet, our organizer, the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented Shatria Smith. Everyone, please give a big round of applause.
I don't know if I could follow that. That was fucking beast. I love it. I just want to say real quick, I am so in love with the idea that we are bringing poetry back to Springfield in this time, in this vision, with this theme during this journey. So many of us are working together to hold each other up. And poetry is exactly what we need to do that. So my poem is called Calypso. And I think it was fitting. A part of the prompt was to talk about, that we talked about last month, was macro and micro. And this is my macro poem for Harper's Fury. And Calypso, the Queen of the Sea, is who I embodied for this poem. Calypso, Queen of the Sea, sinks ships that hold slaves on the passage of her sleeve. Deep tears rain on these misshapen souls, carried by wood and nail on creaking hulls, reeked of bone, blood, feces, and skulls. Layered pain waited and groaned. Stained splinters on the slanted planks, bestowed to trample the likeness of kings, queens, doctors, mothers, sisters, and brothers, told to us that we were bleak and sold to the weak, forced not to speak, but to learn and believe that we are subject to insane inhumanity. Generationally set asunder as we, the greatest of God numbers, get treated and plundered repeatedly and deceitfully redirected to the treachery of a maligned hypocrisy. So by a depraved legal monopoly to lobotomize the best of me with fecal lies about democracy. She dislodges the connective tissues by salt and repeated forceful blows, swishing and swaying the wind as she knows. Blow after blow, her tempest grows like mountains of water. The RNA remembers and witnessed. This is not pondered. attempting to distinguish this hatred, insulted, engulfed by wind and inundated by wails of banshee screams that cease the seams of vessels that banish underneath her seas. She eats like me, devours the blunderers with canine-like teeth. She accepts the turmoil and doth bequeaths the responsibility to reap her justice at, against, and for us. Saving while killing, doing her part to stop the dangerous prophecy from fulfilling and filling, overflowing and tipping the cart. While not all days can be storm sustained with beautifully aggressive skylines and dangerous seascapes, yet there were days when she made the ravenous sea open in jest, albeit gulp the cults of every hearkened lover of each of the coasts to make financial gain off of God's greatest hosts. Crashing the boats of most and inundating the plates like water-soaked toast. These little men of tiny tin around black necks given permission to begin a life of sin by kin and of greed, biblical lies that succeed for profit and profiteering. Their alma mater of dastardly deeds, sowing unjust seeds that have made weeds to congest the finest of reprieve, blasphemous word salad that we continue to eat. Turning their backs on God and her needs, he is the sun's son that lacks any direction, took to the earth's mother awesome's affection and made derelict the message with intentional possessive possession. We are the gardeners of weeds. Know what energy that is to be brought and brings. This is the time to dig up the greed seed and reroute the roots of impunity. Primarily not just for posterity. We must all do our part. For those who hear, you must start. Calypso sees so clearly that you are not adjacent to the process. You are the cart. Woke or asleep, you truly know this in your heart. You choose to carry the lies as she did on her sleeve's passage so long ago. It is up to you whether you carry the sentimental lies that came with and about this damaged cargo.
Woo! Yeah, thanks again for coming out, guys.
Is that what you're saying?
Can we give a big round of applause for Andy Community, everyone?
Oh my gosh, I didn't fill up. I was gonna do share a poem by someone else, and I thought of a better one to do. I do have a little bit of an angry piece. This was written for a friend, for a close friend who was dealing with an abusive situation from her mother. A lot of my anger is directed at family in my own personal life. And this was written for her. It's called Shitstorm. Woo! The tempest rages over the sea, the toxic squall, the gale that would carry you with her, that by her very nature must pound, must break, must rip through sails. She wants to tear you, to blind you, to flood your lungs, to drown you, to conquer you. But you have a secret, a superpower. You know how to breathe under the water. And you have another secret, a magic anchor you keep in your pocket. And just when the foul, reeking storm in all her strength hurls all her wind and rain and lightning at you, that's when you jump from the boat and holding tightly to your anchor, you sink slowly at first while the water fills your ears and the thunder isn't so loud anymore. And then it's more like flying. Faster and faster you drop and you can't see the flashes of lightning at all. And you're no longer sinking away from a hurricane. You're flying toward infinite oblivion, and it's peaceful there. And you smile because up above, the shitstorm thinks she's won. She's moving on, proud, smugly content in her victory and her conquering of you. But she doesn't know of your strength, of your invincible soul, of your superpower to always keep breathing, of your magical anchor that never ever leaves you, and you tuck the anchor away in your pocket and begin to rise, knowing that when you break through the surface, the sun will be there, the air will be warm, and though your sailboat is tattered, though it's taken on some water, you have time to bail it out, to make it stronger before the storm returns, because she always will. She never changes, but you never stop changing. And one day your stormy nemesis won't recognize the force of nature you've become, and she'll throw everything from the sea at you, pirate ships and icebergs and islands, but you'll use your superpower to breathe her in, all her wind and rain and lightning, and with a mighty sneeze, you'll send her screaming into her own infinite oblivion, and you'll pluck your magic anchor from your pocket, and you'll laugh as you sail the oceans together under clear blue skies. I'm going to do one more that is not by me, that is by Brenna Tui.
Yes.
Sorry.
An amazing poet. Trigger warning for rape and sexual assault.
Thank you.
I and several people that I know of in this room have experienced rape. This is a very powerful piece for all of us. It's titled, Little Red Riding Hood Addresses the Next Wolf. Give me a second. You hear the story of the horrors done to my body, and you say, we aren't all like that, you know. Let me show you how gentle my hands are. It's not your fault, you say, that your teeth are the same shape as his teeth. But I was swallowed whole, and they asked what I was wearing. I was swallowed whole, and they said, that's what happens to little girls who climb in bed with monsters. There are mornings when my own bedroom looks exactly like the middle of the woods. I'm not calling you dangerous. I'm just making sure you understand the moral of the story. This has nothing to do with the threat of strangers in the forest. The moral of the story is I will gut you if I need to. I will carve my way out with only my teeth. Thank you. Okay. I run a creative collective called the Venturous Guild of Visionary Storysmiths. We have a Discord space where you guys have safe spaces to share all of your stuff, art, visual art, writing, music, everything like that. So if anyone's interested in more information about that, get with me after.
All right. I would like to do a formal introduction for this next poet. So 9 years ago, when I performed at my first Springfield poetry event, I met this person and I saw them perform, and it really just changed my view around words and poetry in the way that I can share things, the way that I can present myself in a way that is true to myself. And yeah, I'm just really, really honored and glad to be in the presence of this next poet. Everyone, please give it up for kicking off well.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Spot given.
I was not expecting that to be me. Thank you for that introduction. Jesus Christ. I wasn't aware of the theme, but luckily I write a lot of angry stuff, so
Good on you.
what I was planning to read fits right in. Give me a second, I gotta bring it up on my track phone. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yes!
I'd like to thank Shatria for putting this on. And Aubrey. Yes. All right, here we go. This is called As Seen from a Plane. I asked my dad once if he thought the planet would be better off if humans had never existed. He said no, who would be here to enjoy all of the beauty? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not the only creatures with eyes and a soul, and if enlightenment's the goal, so many animals live in Buddha nature, we can only strive for moments. And when's the last time you saw something beautiful? We get on planes to escape. The pictures we take, everybody has seen. Try to explain the Grand Canyon is deeper than it actually seems. So get on the airplane and look out the left window. That's all that's left to exist. If you can see it, that ice ridge is quickly receding. Remember your deep breathing. You can feel it in your mind. Entropy is our guide. And if you look out to the right, you can see everything is fine. You see you flew above the pile. The shit show and dancing flies, the flames to ashes then arrival. If you're the only one left, call it survival. It's just one more forest fire. And if you look inward to yourselves, you might even be able to see for miles. Don't fear the fog around your heart, protecting you from the infinite dark. We all knew the plane was going to crash. Don't look too close if you're feeling lonely. God just loves us and thinks it's funny. A single flower growing from a sidewalk, a smoke bomb in the subway. The byline says a few are hit, an ad for you to protect your skin. Candle flames and prayers and hymns, because the wreckage is burning. See our country road to the grave, flowers shot from towers. Every day bullet casings fall to the ground. December 17th, yesterday, 3 injured, 2 dead in Atlanta. December 16th, 2 dead in Chicago, 2 dead in Valdosta, Georgia, 5 injured in Dallas, 5 shot in Memphis. And this list goes on and on and on and on. And whatever this is, it's ours, it's yours and mine. And if we are all one, we are all fucked. And the sunset can't be worth centuries of pain. But why cry over those in the grave, right? I understand the friends I left behind who danced away on railway lines, who held the needle like a gun, committing diet suicide. And I don't know why, but sometimes I've been jealous. And I know that's not right. This country has a cancer and I've seen it grow. This country is sick, at war with itself. United only in name, land, and privileged property. As far as God's eye can see, his vision must be pretty weak, while we use the police and social pesticides, slowly killing off the weeds, like the ocean of fentanyl in all the cities. Fuck God, fuck cops, fuck the land of the free, fuck the necrotic, shitty American dream. The city should burn while the forest can breathe. Those AR-15s pointed at the police, because if you can listen, the wind actually speaks. Put your bare feet in a bubbling stream. Count the stars, at least the ones you can see. Dream of a world where you're actually free. Go out and walk with what's left of the trees, because if there's beauty, I guess it might as well be seen.
Hey.
Thanks.
Yes. Everyone, give it up for Chance Night.
How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
I am so sorry that I missed the workshop. I would have written something new, but at the same time, I'm having a lot of trouble with this theme. I've kind of actively been trying not to write angry stuff. It's all I wrote for many years.
Okay.
But I'm going to reach into something a little older, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to stand in front of this mic. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to move a little bit. I might have to walk around and project my voice. I can't do this. All right. You see, outside, someone's arguing with the sunlight on the street about everything he sees. A little light, it doesn't hurt the eyes, but the dawn, it doesn't care much for dreams. So the moonlight, it becomes the whiskey in his drink. Coffee, apples, and cream. He's reading the Sunday paper on a broken screen, but they're all talking nothing. I guess we've all got something to get off our chest. We are asking these love-drunk alcoholic angels because we think our angels know best. But it seems to me everybody's out to make truth a discount prostitute. They love to buy her abuse. Her fingers crossed, grinning with a gold front tooth. Yeah, she's all for you. But it seems to me, Lady Liberty, she dropped her torch. She traded it in for a shotgun and a screen front porch. Her voice is hoarse, whispering welcome, yeah. But what can you do? Because lately I've been spinning history books like plates. And that's a neat trick, they'll say, with a tip of their hat as they make their escape, paying their prostitute with dollars of hate and trying to ignore the bruises that they left on her skin. she fixes her makeup again, saying, "You don't even know my name," bragging that she's a cheap date with a smile, is saying she'll tell you anything you want to hear, and she'll say the same to him, talking nothing. I guess we've all got something to get off our chest, asking these love-drunk alcoholic angels, because we think our angels know best. I'm gonna ask, can you hear those church bells all the way from your bordello on Willow Avenue? I thought I'd take a walk around the block just to say hello. Now, how about you? Thank you. I wrote this one. It's not as angry. It's more about the inspiration I've received since joining this poetry group. I wrote it off the themes that we had last time. I'm sorry it's a little late, but I wanted to share it. Give me a second while I look for it.
Never apologize for belated creativity.
My creativity is always belated. It's like a tea kettle, you know. If you wait to watch it boil, you'll never see it. But walk away and suddenly it's screaming at you.
That's my excuse.
Yes.
This event started 38 minutes late.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, thank goodness for me. Thank goodness for you.
Trying to figure out how Facebook works on here, but I'm going to use it on my phone instead. Our themes off of last time might need a little bit of context. Shatria, could you explain about opium being given to children?
Yes.
So, just as a quick additive, during the Underground Railroad, when children were involved, Harriet Tubman had given the children opium to make sure that they were quiet on the train so that they would not be able to be hunted down and caught. So most of the children received opium to keep them quiet on the Underground Railroad.
I met the people at the stations and the bars and the courtyards of constellations. Big Dipper art with Little Dipper confidence. Forwarding my ill-perceived insolence to some deeper part of the self, where it can sit inside, kept prisoner by these insecurities, who can keep the keys locked and the chains tight on this imposter inside of me, ruining my mental health. Conduct my own destiny? Seize my own future? Well, I can try for a night and smile and remind, be kind, be kind, be kind. And damn, what a beautiful ride trains can be at night when you're meeting other passengers and sharing visions and journeys, hurtling towards the stations, the bars, and the courtyards of constellations. Big Dipper art and Little Dipper confidence. Odin's raven tails and experimental ukulele solos, and opium for the children so they don't cry. Mix a pair of symbols for a tapestry of constellations on which navigators might abide if they can place the chains on the imposter inside. An escape like Cinderella to meet the eclectic aesthetic poets until the clock strikes midnight, to come back to rags and floors to be cleaned and dreams to be squeezed into a mop bucket and sink. But maybe after I lay down and sleep for a week with the imprisoned imposter, I know it's dying to be free. Thank you. I'm gonna give this one a thing. That poem was about the mixed bag of being inspired by such wonderful poets. I mean, you guys are amazing. Every time I hear every one of you do something, I walk away from these nights enriched, and I'm going to be high for the next week off of what you guys gave me.
Same.
So, I love it. Thank you.
I would like to add emphasis to what he just said. Like, tears in my eyes every single time, every event. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, thank you. This is like only happening because you guys came out, and I just, yeah, thank you. I'm really grateful. Give it up for Bree Skills, everyone.
I have not done this for quite some time, so bear with me. I have 3 poems tonight. The first one is a angry sad. The second one is a relentless anger, and the third one is the anger I have been feeling nonstop for the past couple of months. So here's the first one. This one was written as a song, so it's a little weird. I'm so sorry, little rabbit, that your head got stuck in the hole of the fence made out of metal. How long have you felt trapped like that for? What scared you to that point? Was it the dog that came barking, or the dread of being alone? And I'm so sorry, little raccoon. You supposedly drowned, but I picked up all your tiny bones that I had fallen to the ground. How long have they lain like that for? How'd you end up in that dark hole? Was it running too fast, or were you fishing to live? I guess we'll just never know. I guess we'll just never know. And I wonder if the ache of being a creature just became too much for these souls. Because sometimes in my soul, I can feel my creature, and it surely doesn't feel home. Oh, I'm so sorry, little blue jay. You were just a baby, falling right out of your pine tree nest. Your parents did their best, but just couldn't help. How long could you hold on? Was it the cold of the rain that got you first? Or was it screaming for your mother and father that made your heart burst? And I'm so sorry to these creatures I just could never save. It feels as though I couldn't save myself. And I'm so sorry for the lonesome you've had to face. My creature has longed as well for that embrace. Oh, my creature has longed for someone to feel sorry for me as I lay under the pine trees. The second one is about how it feels to be a chronically disabled person in America's healthcare system.
Well,
a nurse stuck you in the arm 3 times today. Oh, you want to run away, follow a white rabbit to a world with no more pain, forget your legs, your bones, crawl down into an empty hole, spin around till you land upside down, but you won't feel dizzy anyway. One pill says, eat me, I'll make you taller. One pill says, drink me, I'll make you smaller. Take both at the same time and become just right. All the tears you cried become a river, make a boat out of a bottle, and hold on tight, my dear. It only gets worse from here, I fear. They'll stick you on machines. Inhale, exhale, blue caterpillar says. Count backwards from 10 as your head begins to whiz. You'll wake up from sleep to an unexpected grin. A jeering of teeth, a familiar feeling will begin. The smiling face leads you to a tabled team. They gather around you and cheer. You're well, my dear. Aren't you happy to hear? You're well, my dear. No need to fear. You'll feel your gut aching and your head pounding reins. You turn right around and a new nightmare begins. You play a game unlike croquet, unlike anything in the world to your dismay. A big red-headed queen, full of herself, will tell you how you've gone mad. She'll scream and she'll holler to you how you're wrong. You'll twist and you'll turn, hearing this familiar song. Once more, you'll wake up, just like from a dream. But you know deep down, it is not what it seems. This is the last one with, it has a title. It's called Burnt Out. When will it ever be enough? When I set fire to my skin, burn all my trees within, explode upon this land I am, I was, I will be. I'm burning in my hole. I cannot feel my soul. The fire burnt too hot, and sometimes it feels ice cold.
Yes.
I want to explode, but maybe I have already exploded. Maybe I've already eroded. Maybe my rocks are slipping and sloughing off my skin, melted like lava, turning to ash. I am, I was, I will be. My body, my heart. I cannot feel which part is screaming at me now. I want to explode, but maybe I've already exploded. A barren field empty of what once was there. I was once there. I can see where I was, blackened in the ground. Stumps of the burnt trees surround. I have found that I still cannot see what I am, I was, I will be. I am an explosion. I was an explosion. I want to explode. Burnt out. Thank you.
All right, everyone give it up for Robert.
Yes, yes. I might want to go around.
Made an obstacle course for you.
Yeah, we did.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. I think I need to raise this up a bit. Okay. Many years ago, I started Poets and Writers Literary Forum, still going on, 1992 to 96. I was also the editor for the New Press, which was a quarterly in New York City, which I would say, I hear so many great poems here that I would think that people could submit to them to get published. The Poet House in New York City would accept so many of these great poems. They're right inside the village. I read poetry in the village from 88 to, 92, which was the Finger Poppin' Daddies. I don't know if you remember those guys or not, but they were all over the place, the poets. And I see tonight so much talent. Oh my God. I mean, this reminds me of the days when poetry was really kicking into high gear. And Poets and Writers is 501c3. It's still going on. I was thinking, boy, if you would just submit some of your work to the New Press quarterly, the Poets House in New York City, I would just think that this would just be tremendous for you people. I'm not a regular poet. I'm a screenwriter. I write movies and stage plays. I was awarded an RCCI Oscar for a screenplay that I've written. And there's other things that I do, but I don't hit the poetry scene that much. Not because I don't love it, it's just something that I don't follow through like I should. I'm here to support, to help, to guide. And I just heard so many performing poets here just knock me out. And I'm so proud of everybody here that gets up and speaks and talks in their poetry lingos. I haven't written anything in such a long time. This is when we used to have what they call the chapbooks. This is ancient. This is like finding a biblical Bible of something of sorts. That's what we used to do back in the good old days. But I just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Everybody stay true to thyself. Get out and write. Broaden your horizons. You can go beyond the poetry scene, obviously. You can write stage plays like I have, screenplays like I have. and you can still carry on with your poetry. I just want to encourage everybody to stay strong in this present state of discord in our country at the present. But I'm here as a supporter of the literary works. I always have been. I will always remain that way. I'm on Facebook under Michael Paul is my artistic name. I'm a visual artist as well. And I'm just so proud to be here. That's all I can say. I do have one short little ditty. I lost my glasses. My tooth broke. I just have had a horrible time.
There are glasses underneath if you need them.
Oh, I'm a little late now. But it's just a very short little ditty. It's called Buzzword and Password. Sorry. The buzzword was hate. The password is love. And shall we all remember that we should love one another? We should hold true to ourselves and help those who can't at the present time in this country. We need to reach out and help everyone. We all belong to a family of man and women. And I'm here as well to help, support, advise, and do whatever I can. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right. Reminder, there are Hushpuppies, guys. Please eat these Hushpuppies. We got 100 Hushpuppies. I mean, Shatrina, I'll eat them later. Don't get us wrong. But we brought them for you guys to eat. So please eat them. 2 per person, starting off. You can get wild afterwards, you know. Alrighty, for this next poet, please give a big round of applause for Jordan, everyone.
That's fine, I need it because one of these I'm not quite so sure about. The other one I read last time, so I can at least be kind of sure about that one. Let's get the one I'm not sure about over. Recipe. Gasoline. What I want is for you to see this. I don't need an ally. I need an accomplice. When you speak of nonviolence, your tongue betrays your preference for perfect victims suffering in silence. We fight a war for our lives, and we are done losing for the sake of your comfort, complacency, styrofoam. If you don't stand with us, we fight alone. What civility brings us? CNN whining about burning buildings, ignoring the bodies that bought them, paid in full. Empty bottles. You don't want to reduce bloodshed. You're telling me whose blood you want to see shed. Wasting time is wasting lives. How do you ask for calm while the state takes lives or leaves them to die? Motor oil, you aren't helping. Hell, serve and protect is a joke, but I'm not laughing. I'm just hoping you choke. More crying about chaos that's only a response to needlessly filled body bags. I'm begging you, shut the fuck up or make yourself useful and hand me a rag.
Yeah.
Now, it took me a second to find it. It's Frankenstein. When Victor Frankenstein's monster awoke, it wasn't like the films. He was beautiful. Perfect specimen. The horror to Frankenstein lied in the eyes of his creation. His regrettable creation, shining too bright. It was uncanny, unsettling. Denying his creation, leaving him to fend for himself among a hostile population, made him a monster. I'm sitting by a campfire, deep in the Mark Twain National Forest, early November, and the worst possible conversation comes up. I hope this don't sound bad, but I don't know if I buy the whole Fran thing. Okay. Am I the product of your loins, your perfect creation? Or did you just like the parts before you saw them put together? Is the horror of my beauty uncanny? Unsettling? You said I had my grandmother's eyes. Did hers shine too bright? Your son, your daughter, no. Not to you. Your monster lives in a world that wants it dead. You're supposed to be the first man she trusts. But you watch on as villagers gather, pitchforks raised and stones thrown at her among shrieks of disgust, carcinogenic sneers spilling from the mouths of your favorite pundits. Spent diesel on dry straw, and when sparks do fly, non-condemnations, mass murders, and bomb threats against children's hospitals, cheering over cinders. Just because our eyes shine a little too bright, you're a father, and they want your son dead because her eyes shine too bright. Will you smother their torches? Help me flee in the night, or you let these peasants set your faggot son alight?
Yes. Round of snaps. Again, thanks for coming out, guys. And I'd like to make note for future events, if you guys have any work that you've published, any books, any zines, any just loosely poetry, if you will, that you'd like to sell on your own accord, we would like to entertain having a table for you guys to sell what you've been working on, you know, and like that's one of our big goals throughout this series that Shatri and I are doing. We want to highlight what you're working on, you know, and like get your name out there. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to Shatri and I, and we'll get you set up. Without further ado, the reason why I make note of that is because this next poet does have some books for sale, and he has a book he actually just wrote. Doesn't have it with him yet. The new chapbook. Yeah. Yes. You don't have your newest book. No. But like, so our next poet is Ian, and Ian has been writing books and has a series of publications out there. So like, if you guys, if you want to get on board and be cool like Ian, have some shit to sell, hit us up, ask questions. Like, we want to help you. So without further ado, give a round of applause to Ian Winterbauer.
The ancient Greco-Egyptian world, when chaos reigns, they appeal to it. They don't fight it on. I don't think anybody would deny we live in chaotic times right now. So tonight I want to not read a poem, but recite an invocation. And for that, beloved audience, I will need your assistance.
Speak loud because the fridge just kicked up.
Speak louder than the fridge.
Yeah,
So,
speak louder than the fridge.
to do this, it'll be a call and response. When I read a line, you will respond with credo quia absurdum est. That is Latin for I believe it because it is absurd. And when you repeat that, I want you to drown out the drunk people downstairs. Are you all feeling up for that?
Yes.
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 What were you saying?
Yeah, what do we have to say?
Credo quia
Credo quia.
absurdum est.
Absurdum est.
Credo quia absurdum est.
Credo
Credo
quia.
Credo
Absurdum
quia absurdum est.
Credo quia. Absurdum est.
Do better than that whenever
What the diaphragm is.
Credo quia absurdum est.
Credo quia. Absurdum est.
Also, one small favor, will somebody record this? I'm going to send it to Zola Jesus.
I got it. It is on the live feed, but I will record you as well.
Oh, there's a live thing. All right. I hear the beating heart pace quickening like rain.
Credo quia assertum est.
I see the body writhing on sheets of luminous light.
Credo quia assertum est.
I smell the warm and inviting musk of love gushing from the earth.
Credo quia assertum est.
Holding eye contact with the divine, breath held, controlled slants.
Credo quia assertum est.
Eye-piercing lip part accept the body in.
Credo quia assertum est.
Ride the wild gestures of body, be firm among the sordid flesh.
Credo quia assertum est.
Come on, baby, like my father.
Credo quia assertum est.
Open cross body waiting, filling only anticipation cycles.
Credo quia assertum est.
Dwell within the body and tug at the things hidden.
Credo quia assertum est.
Youthful reaching at hairless longing of muscles rippling in right positions.
Credo quia assertum est.
Bring back my youth, I accept it into my body.
Credo quia assertum est.
You are fullness and completion. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Credo quia assertum est.
For you, I spill out blood upon the soil and build a pure city of rosy cross.
Credo quia assertum est.
There is meaning to all of this. You are pure myth.
Credo quia assertum est.
New things swirling, pulling dancers together.
Credo quia assertum est.
Ecstasy perching in the mind, feet upon the act of knowing.
Credo quia assertum est.
Smile, shine, moonlit forms spreading open and gleaming.
Credo quia assertum est.
Incredible newness awaiting with unknowing bodies preparing.
Credo quia assertum est.
Counts of bodies giving in to radical release.
Credo quia assertum est.
Explore the nubile landscape of soft curves and hard ridges.
Credo quia assertum est.
Careful knowing of gentle moment brings back the difference in nothing.
Credo quia assertum est.
Spinning we glide along, entering each other cautiously.
Credo quia assertum est.
Soft speaking of sacred cavity, bringing light to mortals dancing.
Credo quia assertum est.
The great goat stands at us, and we build temples with our breath.
Credo quia assertum est.
Heavy panting squeeze to rhythm, getting better as with freedom.
Credo quia assertum est.
Words bring you back, and understanding builds new worlds.
Credo quia assertum est.
I am cyclical, thankful, eternal passion, speaking through pores of hidden ecstasy.
Credo quia assertum est.
Plow ahead with building spasm, what grows is forbidden inside.
Credo quia assertum est.
Protection of the unknown to be our only conversation.
Credo quia assertum est.
Tongue competition moving out to explore the body moment.
Credo quia assertum
It's
est.
getting sexier now. Physical towers and mental sharps stabbing open an artwork.
Credo quia assertum est.
Graceful curvature of similarity extending into the body.
Credo quia assertum est.
The luminous power exploding together to give masculine mastery of the moment.
Credo quia assertum est.
Fruit drip lip opening to completion of soft bare flesh spasm.
Credo quia assertum est.
O resplendent lover divine, be complete with me.
Credo quia assertum est.
I am frenzy and I am burning.
Credo quia assertum est.
Rich with love of forbidden insides.
Credo quia assertum
I
est.
spill forth into you, and you shoot stars into my breath.
Credo quia assertum est.
Oh, what tightening, bringing closer to exaltation.
Credo quia assertum est.
Salivating push, throbbing deeper into cosmic bliss.
Credo quia assertum est.
Movements like poetry shared by forbidden insides mounting.
Credo quia assertum est.
Grip tighter to the divine, the next moment is heaven.
Credo quia assertum est.
Shimmering moment captures stars on the bare skin of the universe.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Orgasm quaking the cosmos, body merger bouncing into bliss.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Eo androgynous, the one who is both.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Eo ignemnia, the one burning of passion.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Eo Bacchus, the remorseless one.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Ingenio numen resplendent iaki.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Credo quia absurdum est.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Credo quia absurdum est.
Credo, Creum, Assertum Est.
Eo eris. Thank you very much.
I need a cigarette after that.
And on that note, guys, we're actually going to take like a 10 to 15 minute intermission break. So go grab a beer, tip your bartender, be nice, give Jester a compliment, tell him that he's looking super cute, compliment his outfit. Go smoke a cigarette, get a beer, hang out, don't do drugs out front, do it in the back. We'll see you up here in 10 to 15, all right?
I understand.
Is this insane?
I won't wear this myself, so if you'll wear it, I'd
Oh,
love
it's
to
awesome.
see
I would put it on a necklace.
Let's see what gets otherwise. I like it.
I saw that. I was
One real nice.
So are you?
Yeah, I'll read one.
Awesome. Really? Awesome sauce. Who else is on the list? I need to do a.
She's trying to get to you, Maria. We're gonna call it a night, but she's trying to get to you.
Oh my
Oh yes, those pants are amazing. I was just talking about you the other day. I was at the Rochester Library.
Oh yeah.
And there are people that know you in Rochester. Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. You're
She said,
yeah,
so we told her, we tried to get her to do it today. She said, no, I can't do this one. I don't want to talk about my kids.
Next time we'll be the conductor. That is bringing light here.
You'll like that one. You're in.
You're in. The next one will be at the 15th. First press. These are for sale.
Snowing. How has been snowing lately?
So you can't get it today.
Recognize this when it's not.
I will not tonight. Yeah, anybody that wants to play with me and wants to participate in this kind of being a part of Are you sticking around? Because I want to hear. I know we needed a break. You got Hushpuppies? Right, take some with you. Get some sweet lovers. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing. I'll take your time. I love your face.
Oh, thank you. Goodwill, and I was like,
Hell
You
yeah.
know what? Goodwill saved our backdrop.
Oh, really? Did you find that, Nick?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So like, I don't know, because we were over there, we had it all set up, and since they had a band here from like 4 to 7,
Oh,
we had to set up on this side, so it just so happened to work out just fine.
Thank you for hosting me.
Oh no, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I have support connective tissue. Did you drop something? Oh, I
I will not join because I've been budgeted.
next one is a workshop. So this is station B. So station A is a workshop, station B is a workshop, station C is a field on the other
That's brilliant.
And since you're here, I can tell you we'll be in.
I was worried about the first.
Last,
I almost went, disclaimer, this isn't an incentive. Because I don't know.
You are in the way. I haven't gotten a hug yet. It's good to see you. No,
That took a lot. You know, there's so much emotion coming out of
we're
your
activists together.
Yeah. Get it out, right? Like, getting it out.
It was before COVID. So it's been, was it? Yeah. It was before COVID that we started doing that because through, what's my,
There's a picture of us on Instagram together, but it's a little.
I'd like to see, I don't have
Me and
Instagram.
you or? First there's you, me, Ron, and I don't remember the lady.
Libby,
yes.
the one of us with the map.
Yes, and then there's also one from Thrive with Reed.
Oh, yeah. No, we've known each other for quite some time. I met Ron, and I met Ron through you, and that was pre-COVID.
But it was good to meet this time because it was very, very. I didn't know the theme when I got here. That's why I was like, oh shit.
Leave me alone. Stop asking questions. Just trust me on this. I've known you since you were
And I was
born.
like, guess who the anger is? It's me. That was one of those pieces where it was like I was on the phone with her, she was just dealing with the same bullshit she was dealing with for years and years and years. I like hung up the phone, like broke up. Like 5 minutes, I was like, yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad about this.
I like the triple like pirate theme they have there. You, Calypso, and the
that was intentional.
Nope.
For all the energy I put into final, I just kind of lost my energy to do that.
I'm glad, yeah, somebody thought. that-
Yeah, oh, I have.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And somebody-
Yeah, it is like.
Yeah, it wants to be in my food.
Who doesn't want to be here?
What was, I'm sorry, what was your name?
John.
John, nice to meet you. I do love the, I want more tattoos, but I'm not really allowed to get more right now.
Thank you. Manic episode.
I
The hair
know.
dye.
I feel that. I only haven't. I've been thinking about cutting mine, but it's winter. And I like the
Yeah,
blanket,
because
you know?
it's like a built-in scarf. Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe in the summer we'll say.
This, yeah.
Thank you.
Have you guys seen
Thank Yeah, I had to finish it today. So I was practicing.
Yeah, I would stand up and try and sit down time.
I'm like, I have to practice.
You guys have to.
I mean, I know they're coming to spend the night there anyways. He's there.
space for whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I was feeling
Yeah, we don't need allies. We need co-conspirators. She's definitely.
So now, yeah. So the first initial.
You were at the
The first one we had quite a bit of people.
against violence.
Which is a lot.
He was the speaker.
That was nice. Yeah.
Let me know when you're gonna walk around next time, so I can follow you.
I didn't know
And so I'll have to make sure that
That's okay. I'm not teaching you
follow
here
you.
over time.
That's the only issue that I worry about. I'm thinking about starting to get my.
I know that.
Yeah, 'cause I saw the.
I'm with
And then-
you.
What about the animals?
I guess
That was the one I recognized.
Yeah, and actually, the first one that Bug read is one that they.
How did you learn that?
Because pre-COVID,
I told her,
like, I posted nights and we did them in a few different places.
Yeah,
And
I know, and I knew what happened. Why?
Places sound great now, they sound like South Grand, like it used to be. So you live in there and it's like, like, they also hate, like, people then obviously it's a good job being down forever. And then kind of came back and they started looking at Korea. To do kind of something
Can you grab me a beer?
specific. So this is only the second month they've been doing this. The first month was last month. So for a lot of us, the one last time was like the first time we've been out doing a poetry event. I had done one more before that. But it was a lot smaller. So after the last time at the end, then the text that I sent to you was like all that emotion in that room. I was like, I can't calm down. I can't calm down. I don't know what to do. Like everybody was all my feelings, everybody else's feelings. It was crazy. I'm feel that a little bit tonight too, but I was prepared for it. So I think that was part of it. Is that it had been such a break. We were all just like so desperate for it. So yeah, you weren't
We made sure we had drinks and stuff. We're gonna start getting the house drinks from.
Whatever you didn't come. So I was like, because honestly, this is such a strong community. I mean, really, the arts community in general feels like right.
But I'm so glad to see you.
So even though you're not here,
Lindsay tea. I could probably get a couple of tea carafes here.
Well, I was just thinking, like, as a venue, they did. I remember they did a poetry thing once ago, and there was a bunch of people.
Well, they have their own poetry on Wednesday. Yeah, but it's so small in there.
Honestly, let's put your in and see how long it takes to refresh. Like, that's what I'm always saying. Like, comment and get like, if you would never do that.
People of all ages can come to this.
That he needs it. He deserves it. But in like, good way. Like, that's the thing. Like,
whatever it is,
show you, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's a learning. It's the thing you need to learn, I think.
Kiddos and dogs,
He's not in there much, honestly. But
Right.
it's like,
And they have to be ready to hear words. That's the issue. We're not going to, we're going to be honest with our words. And we know for a fact, it's just so the Underground Railroad, you can't hide kids from reality.
Yeah, so
You
I'm
can
trying to
try.
get more of our
Are you going to
people in
play?
there.
You should throw it.
anyway, but it's a cool space to share some of your stuff and you know, like,
Did you like it?
it's very positive.
Now last year,
It's gonna be like, it sucks.
month,
It's just the fact that you're sharing stuff is cool, so.
Harriet herself.
Do it! I know, and then it's like, and that's the coolest thing I do too, some people leave and then the next time they come, like, here's a bummer one after last week, that I was hard, right?
It's a holiday.
But then I got it feels like,
And there's nothing more into it. Like, and then to know people like hear stuff that they read and see their art.
And higher yesterday, COVID.
So a lot of these people I've known in a while, and I've had only known these types of events.
Pretty good. Look for fields.
Yes, she did kind of teamed up with her. Yeah, and I'm on the board for her. So I'm on the board for her. She's on my board.
I just got my
So I try to support her. And my thing is I couldn't think of all three things ever, you know, so I'm like, let's do this and I can't make it to workshops. It is cool how we're doing workshops that are about anything. It's not like they're gonna be like you can't bring your but most of the time we have enough. But I got them at
I'm learning.
I read it last time I read it because I usually always do. Anytime it's like there's always somebody else really hear it. And my friends, it's really seeing him last time versus this
What's on North Road?
You mean like 2 days from now?
Charlie Parker.
9 days.
You mean 6 or 9 days?
Then he was so much better. I read he works at Target. I read
7 to 11.
He's like, really great. So it was like that kind of a toxic situation. It's better for our daughter than when I'm together.
If you are,
He was the one who we did the vacation. Tell us how
it's like, I remember the first person, like, I
it's magical.
I added REM.
This is like that.
It's a great song.
It's like what we're doing.
So I would love that. If you're,
I'm on 37. So
can't we were here.
Why not? Enough people in the audience.
Yeah, actually, we usually do halfway. And so I was like,
And then
but I mean, you can't say that one of their it's like when you go to like a show and everybody I'm like, so I always just like nice.
Well, it's just like
it's like 5 of us. So
that'll be over by the time Tuesday comes.
You know,
Open door policy.
and all like that. Consistent, you know,
Have a really good support.
really terrible. There are things about her.
I love seeing you.
Hey, Will!
It is a wonderful sight.
I see you.
I feel a little like
She's a lot shyer than I am. So that's fair. That's fair.
Is it still recording us?
Last week.
I mean, it was supposed to be live. I don't know, we were having a really cool conversation. Everybody should be part of that.
I mean, I thought it was so funny, so I was like, I like the green hair.
The last couple of days, I was so the Monica Missionaries Valley Road.
Yes, yes.
And then the Stephanie movie picture with
I had
The movie
I
was good.
we went, we bought truffles. And Simon is playing the soccer club tonight because the girls have things.
don't want to take it.
So I dropped him off, came over.
Fifi.
It was really hard because my family and his Mike and my girlfriend Emily were all in my house watching the game this morning, so I was and a colleague of mine said, hey, if you're thinking about making chocolate this morning, don't bother because anyone who knows them will be watching the game. And my family is coming to us. They do not feel any.
Well, and they do a lot of
anything.
like we get kind of modeling on their Facebook page and stuff too. So like
No ham,
a
no,
lot of very
no ham, no
specific
spam, no
outfits
thank
and
you.
photos.
I agree. I agree. And if you see
Like,
it's a good one. It's a very good one. No, it was really interesting. Of course, the guy that was a human that turned into humanity.
You're not allowed to make those kind of jokes. And just like we don't use
All right, guys. I'm gonna give everyone in just a minute to like get a seat, get comfortable, get comfy. We're gonna finish out this night. It's a good time. Thanks again for coming out. Also, please eat these Hushpuppies, people. They're so good. Please eat the Hushpuppies. Right.
Still recording.
Oh yeah, the whole time.
Because we were definitely just like having private conversations.
Not too bad.
All right, everyone. So we're gonna get started again here. Thanks for coming out. Without further ado, everyone give a round of applause for Ramble.
So, I wasn't planning on speaking today. I was really moved by the theme. I've been very righteously fury all day. And so I wrote this when I got here.
Nice. Yes.
My rage sleeps in a dog bed at my feet. And I feed it the microaggressions that make an inexhaustible resource. My rage grows rampant under my ribcage, filling me with the words we need. My rage holds my hand as I extol my complaints, my rejections, my explanations of how we cannot keep our rage on leashes, but rather let it free range. Let it graze on the mud slung at us. So when it flowers love, our rage will guard its hedges.
Yeah. All right.
Keep an eye on this.
Now everyone give it up for Meredith.
Restart it for everybody.
I had a bit of challenge with the theme tonight because I don't do anger that much. And I haven't done anger and poetry at the same time. So I had to get a partner. The partner I chose is John McCarthy. He's a poet from Springfield. This is his collection, Scared of I Don't Like Horses. And I have written a homage response to this poem. So I will let him do the anger and I will do admiration.
Nice.
This is the title poem, Scared Violent Like Horses. I was too young to call him a friend, but I had a classmate once who snuck up behind a horse, and now his body is made of a long time ago. He is the quiet space in my memory where he never sat next to me again. Back then, everyone I ever called a friend held fire in their fists when they talked to me. Their fists were dingy, grime-covered, and grease-slick as if they were made of horsehair, as if they were untamed and lonely, galloping in the wind-swollen. We didn't know how to talk about loss, so we made each other lose. We went to fields to see who could make the most damage. We went to fields that smelled like the boy who became an empty space on a Tuesday morning a long time ago. Now, because I am scared of time and how it moves, I look down at my fists that didn't always want to, but have hit so many friends that the broken knuckles look like bruised magnolias. Listen to me, please, when I knock or bang on the table or door and beg for attention. Please, I don't know how to ask for forgiveness. I don't know how to let anything go. I don't know how to say anything else about the boy who had a buzz cut and a flat head, the boy who was kicked in the face by a horse and died looking at the sky. The boy's father must have found his son with a crushed face, and while running back to the house with his own son in his arms, must have said something raging and spiteful to God. This memory is my starting point when I think backward and apologize for all of our fists coiled tight as key rings. How could we not break the mirror we look at in the morning? How could we not swing at the different versions of our faces staring back between the fissures? The hurt and the mangled parts of us loved the blood dried to brown on our skewbald knuckles. And we had nightmares of being reined in. We needed someone to help us change. We needed someone to force us into confronting the uselessness of our violence. But no one came. And our fists swelled, unbridled, and restless, wild, and afraid. I was too young to call him a friend, but I had a classmate once. Walked me back in this image to a young ago, and a friend, not a friend, a classmate. Walked me prosaically back to a time of horses and classrooms, back to seeing young friends and horses. I was too young to call him a friend, but I had a classmate once who walked me easy back to a then, back to a when, back to a Tuesday morning and a friend with a buzz haircut, back to, well, no, not a friend, but back still to see until the fist hits the mirror. Once upon a friend, time long and too young ago, a classmate, I called him, snuck up behind a horse, and his body is now, I sneak up on long ago. Bodies then, a horse, a classmate, friends, my own. and I am kicked dumb by the time, by what we all are made of. I sneak up on an empty space there now, where only a scared violence lives. I was too body to make of time behind, but once a horse and a classmate, a hoof or a fist, and a fear of wild and a fear of rains. Skin, blood, wind, rage, fields, desks, hair, knuckles, shards, loss, fist, blood, bone, wind, skin, fear, and of when I came from. I was too young to friend, too young to call, too young to be made of long. I was then too young to know how to ask for forgiveness. Then and now I am made of ago and will be.
What a beautiful evening. I would also just like to say, like, a lot of the people here, like, I've met just from like poetry events, and some of y'all, like, you guys are my family.
Yes.
Like, thank you. So we have two people left on the list to perform, and we would like to open up the rest of the evening. If anyone like has something in their notes they'd like to share, or if you have like something extra you'd like to share, we have the space till 10, and we would love to fill it with your words. So like if you weren't planning on performing, if you performed already, this is a space like you have the stage. So let us know. I'm gonna find another piece of paper. So like if you want to sign up again, we will not miss you. We'd love to hear what you have to share. So without further ado, give it up for Will Redwood. Nice to see you.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Got a few here. I believe they align with the theme. Kind of ease into it. First one goes like this. Putting little things in order, putting little things in order, putting little things into their place. There are orders upon orders, and then there is disorder when some of the all are displaced. There arose a great disorder. We held conflicting orders. We ordered each other without grace. Without order there is other, and the other's always ordered, and the disorder that follows is a waste. Putting little things in order, putting little things in order, putting bigger things into their place. When we people kill our own, we fail to see the greatness in each other. Want has drawn us out, taking our lives and slaying one another. No thing worth owning is attained when life is thrown away, and no one standing knows what the dead would do with another day. With a history of lust, empire has lost entire ways of being, and all of the people are truly gifted with a unique way of seeing. Those laid down dead saw what no one standing now can tell. We can see their marks, we cannot decipher what they spell. We're left to behold The undulating earth we lay them down in. The self-same fate awaits. This victory claim must be a passing wind. The meantime is in flux. Sometimes the very worst begets the best. Never say so as reason to stir a beast that's better left to rest. It's better left to rest. My voice so hoarse. The head is a shallow grave. The heart is the only way. Time is the ground to stand, and the mind is the tool at hand. When the heart takes the head and leads, then the hand will amass good deeds. If the head makes the heart a slave, then the mind is an early grave. If the pride comes before the grace, you're entombed in your resting place. If the grace comes before the pride, then the goodness is in your stride. It is in you. Head is a shallow grave. Heart is the only way. Time is the ground to stand, and the mind is the tool at hand. It's the tool at hand. You guys can hear the band. I thought I was the only one that heard the band. Got Lucy back there on the bass, Jim on the congas.
And we got your back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to see all you people. I'll do one more.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Please, more.
The stillness seems life is up in flux. It is on, and we make this up. Hear what it is from what is gone. Well, pick up the time and you put that on. Hey, how I feel. Yeah, it fit just right. Slip in the moment, the shifting light, right? All the while, this is taking place. We have been right here. It is not too late, and the chances come now to hold a light and to find a way, and let right make might, and let right make might. I appreciate the love. That's very nice, and I appreciate hearing you all. I mean, it's meaningful.
It is. Take the water with you.
Yeah, take the
What a beautiful night. My heart is full. I feel filled. Thank you guys. Like I said, I am opening up the list. If anyone has anything else that they would like to share, we'd love to hear some more words. Yeah, without further ado, let's give it up for my girl, Isabel Miller.
I've not used a microphone in some time.
When I talk about the aesthetic of poets, this is specific.
Nails it every time.
I'm just the show pony. You'll have my blue ribbon at the next event. So I did have a solid idea for this, but it didn't come together in time, so I just picked something I thought was relevant last minute. Rachel Lindsay. No
Nice.
surprise for me.
Yes.
This is this poem from 1914, The Bronco That Would Not Be Broken. A bronco is an untrained horse, if you weren't familiar. A little colt bronco loaned to the farm, to be broken in time without fury or harm, yet black crows flew past you, shouting alarm, calling Beware, with lugubrious singing. The butterflies there in the bush were romancing. The smell of the grass caught your soul in a trance. So why be a-fearing the spurs and the traces, O bronco that would not be broken of dancing? You were born with the pride of the lords great and olden, who danced through the ages in corridors golden. In all the wide farm place, the person most human. You spoke out so plainly with squealing and capering, with whinnying, snorting, contorting, and prancing, as you dodged your pursuers, looking askance, with Greek-footed figures and Parthenon paces, O bronco that would not be broken of dancing. The grasshoppers cheered, keep whirling, they said. The insolent sparrows called from the shed, if men will not laugh, make them wish they were dead. But art were your thoughts, all malice displacing, though the horse killers came with snake whips advancing. You bantered and cantered away your last chance, and they scourged you with hell in their speech and their faces, O bronco that would not be broken of dancing. Nobody cares for you, rattled the crows, as you dragged the whole reaper next day down the rows. The 3 mules held back, yet you danced on your toes. You pulled like a racer and kept the mules chasing. You tangled the harness with bright eyes side glancing, while the drunk driver bled you a pole for a lance. And the giant mules bit at you, keeping their places, O bronco that would not be broken of dancing. In that last afternoon, your boyish heart broke. The hot wind came down like a sledgehammer stroke. The blood-sucking flies to a rare feast awoke, and they searched out your wounds, your death warrant tracing, and the merciful men, their religion enhancing, stopped the Red Reaper to give you a chance. Then you died on the prairie and scorned all disgraces, O bronco that would not be broken of dancing. Thank you.
All right, and we do have one space open still. One space open. Oh, I didn't tell you I have you on this. I just added you.
You knew?
I just added you just
I
now.
didn't tell you.
Just now. Okay. We might have one. We'll see what we're looking at. We do have to be respectful of the bartender's time, of course. So let's get it going. Chance, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone go give it up for Chance again.
This one was also inspired by the last event and some of the keywords that were used in it. Screeching pistons off the rails, crashing through the distance, I witness the whistle scream. Move, move, move. The tracks are leading to unilateral destruction. But the conductors are conducting burning bundles of wood to the engine room. We're like Calcifer, we fuel these clambering, moving house that howls and shouts, that beats poetry out of journeys for the eclectic aesthetic of poets who gather in the engine room their inner fires and push a train to crash through an even greater distance, off the rails, screeching poetic pistons. Thank you. Another one I was going to read. Let's see if I can find it quick enough.
Oh, let me add this in before I forget. They are going to do last call in just a minute, like within the next 10 minutes. So if someone needs another beer, within the next 10 minutes, you should go get another beer.
I'm sorry, I can't find the one that I said I was going to read, so I'll read this one. Okay. As children, we built clubhouses on the sun-baked roofs, shantytown seclusions where we could plan our futures. We once ran from the pier shops and beachside boutiques to the alleys and streets and the cobblestone gardens, digging through trash cans and yard sale boxes for spare parts to a broken radio we swore could pick up signals from the stars. It was a summertime strategy, as we'd clamber awkwardly through our stop and go maturity and our first kisses and our pranks and jokes and the memories we'd forget about when we were older. Pulling in favors and breaking conventions until we gathered all the spare parts and we turned the radio on to talk to the stars. Masking tape, broken frames on the spectacles, and band-aids on the bleeding knees, and clammy hands holding clammy hands nervously. We saved up pennies and nickels and lunged at silver coins until we filled the mason jar, and for half the price of a candy bar, we were able to buy the soldering kit needed to fix the radio to the stars. Thank you.
Give it up for Ian Winterbauer again.
Do you know the story of the Bronco that would not be broken?
I would love to hear it.
I bet you do.
As Vigil walked west, he would take little jobs on farms and be there for a day or two. And at one of these farms, he saw a Bronco they were trying to break. They were trying to tame him, and he would not be tamed, so they beat him to death. And he related to that horse and referred to him as Leonidas. And he felt a kindred to that horse for the rest of his life, right up until he killed himself. So I'm going to read a bunch of haikus. Everybody loves the mad poet until they have to live with them. In the womb of madness, the poet sits alone, weaving together light and sound. Amethyst skylight, burning memory and friend, walking to the woods. Dream on dream, building fires of life, pearl dust, earth, light. Parking garage gray dribbles over, meandering peddler of naked body dreams. Serpent breath intake, wearing dreams around the neck. If you haven't noticed, none of these are actually proper haikus, but you probably have not been counting. Cigarette smoke mingling with breath, starlight twinkling overhead. Darkness settles into the gray. I'd give anything for a dream. I wish my dentist was a wise man, but he is not. He is a pervert. You call me crazy, but you cut your cock off for Christ. Eventually, curiosity will win. Cannibalism.
Insane. In a good way.
Yeah.
Clever. All right, give it up again for Keegan Otwell.
I'm gonna read a quick one that I wrote tonight.
Just an hour ago?
No, like before I came here.
Oh.
Yeah. I've come further than I ever traveled, not measured in steps or doing, but not doing. By breathing and being and leaving the past behind, besides the memories warm and bright, by surrendering my methods of escape and learning to sit in a moment and hold it, cradled like a kitten in my hands, beautiful and warm and bright, instead of treating the present like a shabby motel on the way to elsewhere. Because elsewhere doesn't exist, this moment progresses forever without any end. And learning to breathe was the best thing for myself that I did. Without a bottle or needle, I can actually live, and I've come so far to get back to myself.
Quality.
I wasn't going to perform, but I'm going to.
If I stayed long enough.
I'm just now finishing this last night. Well, writing this poem. Well, okay, this is birthed out of two poems. Whenever I write poetry, what I do is I fill up my notepads with bullshit, and I'll just do like 1 or 2 lines, and then a few months later, I'll add up all those lines together and make one poem. And so, like, I've been trying to write for this event, and it was really hard. And like the poem that I was coming up with, I was singing. And Will, you really inspired me because I'm like, I feel like weird, you know, just like singing, but like. That's like all that's came to mind is like, you know, like I don't know. And then I have this other, I like pieced it together. So like quick story, background, I was raised in the church. My dad's a pastor. I have major church trauma. And yeah, and it's hard. And when I got older, I was like trying to do my own research. And I was studying like the pseudepigrapha and the canons and like the variations of Adam and Eve. And there's a story about Eve being cold and alone in the garden. And it just made me feel like this hurt and this pain for this woman, you know? And so this is titled Performance-Based Religion, because I felt like my entire life it was just me performing and putting on a show to appease my parents or the people of the community, the church. And you know, performance-based religion. God give me the peace to get through today. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I just pray that my brother and sister get to eat from the same plate. It was so cold in the garden. We fashioned fig leaves and sheepskin to keep warm. We were lost, we were chosen. We couldn't keep the fire on the inside going, so we settled for each other's arms to keep warm, a man and a woman. An abomination, cursed to live and abandoned in isolation, till up the earth, till you taste the pain of plague and thorns. Blessed be the fruit, but damned be the knowledge you will be birthed out of hardship and harrowed and scorned. The promise, it's been broken. Eat bitter fruit. Bite your tongue, don't speak until spoken. Stand up straight, don't stare, don't stop smiling. Pour out your cup and pray to be filled to overflowing. But I'm just a dog and I'm just begging. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's finish up this night. We'll finish up with Andrew Tanucci. And after that, let's all just hang out and talk and like hang out, be in community, like get this thing going, wrap it up. Thanks for coming out, guys. Give it up for Angie.
So this is perfect because I wanted to go last with this. This is like a 2-hour hug. Am I right?
Yeah.
So this was the piece I was going to read before I knew about the theme. And so who, after going to a poetry or, you know, any kind of art event, feels inspired to write after, right? So after last time, which was the first time a lot of us had been back in a space like this since pre-COVID, at the end of it, Meredith handed me a piece of paper and said, I think there's a little of you in this. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And we chatted for a second. And I was talking to everyone and I didn't read it that night. Sorry. But what I did do was then the next day when I got in the car where it still was, I read it. And what I thought I wanted to say tonight was that there's nothing more intimate, no more intimate way to get to know people than through their art, right? Something I tell my artists and writers all the time. And so to read this piece after I'd been so kind of emotionally overwhelmed the night before, and feel very seen and very known by someone who I only have ever known through these events. I mean, we've been to a lot of them together, but this is the way we know each other is through our poetry. And so I just wanted to share the piece that he gave me, which it looks like was probably written right after maybe a Rachel Lindsay.
It was written during a
poetry open mic that was held at
Probably at Rachel Lindsay House.
no, there's a date, should be a date on
February 15th, 2020.
Yeah,
What were you guys
It was in
doing
somewhere.
before in February of 2020?
but it was a Garvey Tubman event.
Okay,
It was the very first. It was the
Okay,
very first
good.
one.
We were at Bar None.
At Bar None,
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember. Okay, I remember that night.
And so it's pieces of lots of.
So it's pieces of lots of poets that were there, and I did recognize some things that are inspired by some of my pieces. So this is an untitled piece by Meredith Cargill. I am not just one thing. Breathe in, breathe out. A rhythm, a pause, a rise, a fall. How protected do we feel? One time I fell fast, a puzzle shattered into pieces. I fell so heavy, so hard, so deep, so drunk, so romanced from reality, damaged to the core by what should have protected. I must be anarchy. I must be fantastasy. This time I fall slow by a haunting of the mind, sifting like starlight down. I float and don't drown. A rhythm of falling, red and yellow and blue. A love that holds me, that holds us all as we fall. I float and don't drown. My head is underwater, but I'm breathing fine. All is not well. Things fall apart, but underneath is a love. You are my rhythm and blues.
Nice.
So I'm very happy to share something that's like an amalgamation of poets as our last thing tonight. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let Shatria close this out. I just want to say thanks again. I feel so good. We'll see you. Our next event is January 22nd. We actually have a writing workshop coming up January 15th. Yes.
So again, for those for maintenance purposes only, if you would like to be interested in going to the Underground Railroad field trip, please reach out to us. It will be in Decatur this year at the town hall on the 30th from 4 to 6. We will have a good 25-minute set, 5 minutes for each poet. If you want to bring something from Harper's Fury Poetry to the event, that will be something we will be discussing, as John Brown is a very volatile leader in making sure that African Americans had the right to be treated with dignity and respect. He pushed the envelope. We are pushers of envelopes. We are visionaries. We are wordsmiths. We are game changers. And I'm so glad that you're here to be that. With that being said, Hushpuppies, take some with you. Take some Hushpuppies with you. Share them with your family. Share the knowledge with your family and friends. So we got the field trip. Okay. So next month is be your own conductor. Be the light that we need to see in this world. Bring that powerfulness of brightness and lighting a space for those that are in the dark, right? We are going to be that, because there is going to be so much darkness around us, and we cannot wait for someone else to bring the light. We need to be the ones that bring that light. And so if you need to touch someone that needs to share, if you need to be that person, if you want to touch me, I'll share my light with you so that you can learn how to share your light with others. Let's do this shit. Right? Okay. The next workshop is going to be on the 15th at First Presbyterian Church from 5 to 7 on a Sunday. We did talk about Elijah Lovejoy, who was a Presbyterian minister who was killed, martyred because of slavery and his feeling that slavery was unjust. So we support the Presbyterian Church. As a matter of fact, this local Presbyterian church here supported the 1908, Black Americans that lived here and chastised those that burned buildings and killed people in Springfield. So we stand in support of the First Presbyterian Church. We did have our pastor here from the First Presbyterian Church. Susan Phillips did come and grace us and share with us some of her space, and we really appreciate her. She's a feisty motherfucker. I'm not sure if you've heard about motherfuckers from the Presbyterian Church, but when it comes down to it, they kick fucking doors down. They don't play. Appreciate that shit. Had to cuss. So you knew I was serious. And then we'll have the next open mic here. And then so, look for it at the Underground Railroad Poetry Facebook page. If you need information, if you want to find out what the words and the conversation is at the workshop so that you can bring this power with you next time and you cannot make it to the workshop, check the page. The information will be there. You can participate too. Bring your power. That's all I ask. As long as you're breathing, you have power. And we just want to share that with everybody else. Thank you for being here. Mingle and enjoy yourselves. We out.
Hi, Mama. All right, I'm gonna shut this shit down.
He's fine. I don't know.